What's up? Have you ever been punched in the gut or have lost a ton of money and felt this horrible pit in your stomach? Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about how to identify and avoid those feelings and how to identify a scam coin or a Ponzi scheme. So let's jump right into it. There are 6 things that I've used to identify whether or not it is a Ponzi scheme or a scam, and that you should really look into these things before you invest your money into it. So first, we're going to be looking at some old Ponzi schemes and scams in the crypto market, because they've happened for a long time and there's a lot happening today. So the most common one that everybody's heard of is Bitconnect. And Bitconnect was released in 2016, and basically it would just promise you all these crazy returns for holding their token, and basically with like impossibly high payouts of 1% daily compounded interest. And the way that it would work is you would put the money in and they would lock it up for you, so you wouldn't be able to access it for a certain amount of time. The more that you put in, the less amount of time that you would have it locked up. And this coin went from about 17 cents all the way up to $463 in December 2017. And then January 16th, it announced that it would shut down its cryptocurrency exchange. And then it just shut it down and scammed out all those people of all their money and just crashed 99%, 100%. So that was one of the biggest things. That's one of the things I wrote down is unrealistic claims. That's the first thing to identify, is these claims that just seem too good to be true. 1% daily compounded interest, that just doesn't seem reliable, doesn't seem realistic. And that's one of the things you have to identify when it comes to these scams, is something's off, something seems a little fishy because it's too good to be true. And another scam coin that happened in the past 6 months or 8 months is Pamp Network. And I talked about this in a different video, but this coin was, I saw it because of YouTube videos from some YouTubers, and they were talking about this coin back in July and August of 2020. This coin, basically, its promises were you would get paid out more if the price kept going up. So it claims to be the world's first price reactive cryptocurrency. Holders are rewarded when the price increases, and sellers are penalized when it does not. So basically, kind of like these new coins that are coming out saying that if you hold on to it, they'll incentivize you by paying you out in their token. It was basically the exact same as this coin. When the price increased and it stayed up, the people that were holding on to it got paid out in that token, and rewarded more based on that. When people sold, then they were penalized and paying those big fees. So this coin was being promoted, and I was seeing a lot about it in these times, and it went up like 10x, and it took a while. So that's one of the things too, is it might take a few months before you see it really just crash. So this coin went all the way from 10 cents when it started out all the way up to almost 250. So that's like a 25x, and it was a lower market cap at the time. Wasn't really on any trusted exchanges. The second thing that I look for is if it's on one of my top 4 trusted exchanges, which are Coinbase, KuCoin, Binance, or Crypto.com. So if it's not on one of those 4 exchanges, I'm a lot more hesitant to look into it, just because I want to be invested in a coin that I can trust, and those 4 exchanges I trust. So that means if they're promoting it, I trust them, so then I would trust the coin a lot more. And so yeah, this coin just went from 250, and then 6 months later just crashed all the way basically to 0, and has been at that since. And if you look up their website too, you can't even see anything now. If you go on their website right here, it says it's not even owned by them anymore. So yeah, these coins just come and go, and this isn't the only one. So now what I'm going to be doing is going into some of these that I'm seeing now. This is the sad thing. If you go on CoinMarketCap right now and you click on search, most of the trending coins, half of them are scam coins, in my opinion. Like Sanshu, Inu, HODL, SafeMoon. These are all coins that I believe are just scams, and a lot of the trending coins are scam coins. So HODL, going on their website, what do they promise? Basically, they promise that if you hold on to their tokens, you earn BNB, which is another coin. And so right here you can see the calculator, and I was just checking it out. So I just put in 1 BNB, how much you would earn daily, and it's 0.003. So that's literally 1/3%. Looking at Bitconnect, it was 1% daily. This is 1/3%. So that's really, really, really high. Because in 1 year, you would literally earn more than 100% return. You'd get 110% return on your investment from holding it. So that's already a red flag. And right here, where it says where can I claim it, the collection time is every 24 hours. Be aware, however, that if you purchase a significant amount more HODL than your initial purchase, your collection time will be moved back. And if you sell all your HODL and buy back in, your collection date will be pushed years out into the future. So it penalizes you for selling and is going to push out your collection date to years out, because they don't want you to be selling, they want you to be holding on to it. So that's another thing. So one of the other things I wrote is if it's less than 6 months old, that's something to be looking out for. So even if we go to HODL, or any of these coins for the matter, it started on May 24th. And the crazy thing too is a lot of these coins started out, and like this one went up to this fraction, and basically right now it's down 80% from the highs. And it's similar with a lot of these coins. And then number 4 I have is if it's in the top 200, or if it's in 200 or higher in CoinMarketCap. Because CoinMarketCap, something that they do is they prevent coins from going past 200 if they don't trust the coin. So with SafeMoon, it has a very high market cap of 2.5 billion, which would put it in the top 30 or so, or 40. And the reason it's not in the top 30 or 40 is because the CoinMarketCap doesn't trust it, and CoinMarketCap is owned by Binance, which if it was listed on one of these popular exchanges, then it would move up to the top 30 or 40, but it's not. And so that's something to keep an eye out for. And a lot of these coins are brand new, and they're just super low market cap. And then number 5 is the name has rocket or pump or safe or moon or any of these phrases that are just trying to pump the coin, and just these weird names. So that's something to keep an eye out for, because these coins are just coming out left and right with these random names. So like Shiba Inu is basically because of Dogecoin, it's a type of dog. And then now there's all these different Inus. I've seen a bunch of them. And this one right here has gone basically down 80% or 90% as well since, what, a month ago. And so that's something to keep an eye out for. And on their website, on this website, another thing, number 6, is basically that the majority of these coins are community driven, and that the community is funding the coin, which is something to keep an eye out for, because it's basically saying that it's only because of the community that it's doing this well and it's been able to market like it has, and it's all just because of the community backing it. So on this website, It basically says a fully deflationary token that appreciates every single transaction. So every transaction you get rewarded, and it's very similar to the other coins like SafeMoon, Bonfire, SafeMoon. All these coins, they pay you out when you are holding on to it. If other people are selling or any transactions, you get paid out more. You can't really even see what the details are on it. Like if you try to click on this, you can't even click on it to see how it works, the 1%. And then this is what I was talking about, the community marketing fund. So we are a fully decentralized community powered project. So basically, community marketing fund, they're basically saying, they're basically asking to contribute to their team and marketing so that they can help grow it. And they have like the address right here. So they're like asking for help to market the coin and everything, which is something that I see all these other coins doing as well, is they're talking about their community, how strong it is, and that the community's the one that's funding these things. Like I heard of SafeMoon, the community funded a New York billboard or something like that in New York City. And so it wasn't even the team, it's the community behind doing that. And just looking at these other websites, they're all pretty similar too. So this is one called SafeMoon, and earn a 5% transaction fee to all the people that are holding onto it. This is something that's kind of funny, but they're burning tokens basically on how many investors they get, how many members they get on Telegram, how many members they get on Reddit, or how many posts they get about it. See, like this right here. Elon Musk or Mark Cuban mentioned SafeMoon in a positive way on Twitter. Like stuff like that, just to get burns and like to keep the token. They're just trying to incentivize you to look into it and invest in it. And then SafeMoon, you can see that it says 5%, basically like the same thing. Community driven, like I said, that's something that most of them say. And then Bonfire. Bonfire's very similar. 10% tax, so this is like the exact same setup as SafeMoon. They tax you for 10% for when you buy or sell, and it's distributed to the people that are holding. Same exact setup as SafeMoon. And the other thing with these coins is, since they're not on any of these popular exchanges, you have to go through these swaps, like PancakeSwap or Uniswap or whatever. And they usually charge you with these big fees on Ethereum. And even if you're investing a couple $100, you're going to pay this high fee of like $70 or $80 for Ethereum just to get some of these coins. And so I always advise to be cautious when you're paying fees like that high. You need to be doing the research and looking into it before you are making that big of purchases. So those are the 6 things. So unrealistic claims is number 1. If something sounds too good to be true, be cautious of it. Number 2, if it's not on one of the top 4 trusted exchanges that I have, Coinbase, KuCoin, Binance, and Crypto.com. Number 3, if it's less than 6 months old, if it's a newer coin and hasn't been out there very long. Number 4, if it's not in the top 200 or higher on CoinMarketCap. So basically that means if it's not trusted by CoinMarketCap, which is owned by Binance, it won't be in the top 200. Number 5, if it has all these weird names with like Rocket or Pump or Safe or Moon or Inu or whatever. All these different names are just to try to make you feel like, okay, it sounds good, it sounds safe, it sounds trustworthy. And then number 6, if it's all community pushing it and funding it. If the community is the one that's doing all the work, all the marketing, all the funding for it, that's a red flag. So you need to be watching out for these 6 things before you invest in a project. Make sure that you do your own research before you go investing in one just because you see a ton of people posting about it or commenting about it. And really do your own research and be careful out there, because in the crypto space, there's lots of scams and you need to be cautious and trying to help my boys out. So hopefully this video was helpful to you and I was able to help teach you how to identify whether or not a coin is a good investment or if it's a Ponzi scheme or scam. And if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button and comment down below what other videos you'd like to see me do in the future. Thanks for watching. Remember, as always, keep it in the green.